Hey guys, I'm here to do a makeup tutorial for you today. I just spit on my computer. I have gum in my mouth right now because lately my allergies have been driving me crazy. And any time that I don't have like either gum, a mint, or like a cough drop in my mouth, I cannot stop coughing for some reason. So sorry if I'm talking like a little weird. I already have my eyebrows on and my foundation. I didn't feel it was necessary for you guys to like watch that because I don't know. I just used my Fit Me by Maybelline Dewy and Smooth foundation, and I mixed it with a lighter shade of my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. So I mixed those two together and I applied it with a sponge, and I just did my Anastasia Brow Pomade in Blonde. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I just wanted to keep you guys a little updated on that. So the makeup tutorial that I'm doing today is going to include this palette, the Villians palette, the Maleficent one that I got. And I was going to do the nude one today, but I figured I wanted to play with some colors, so we'll see how this goes. The main focus of this eye look is probably going to be with the shade Slided, which is a really beautiful iridescent purple, and the shade Spellbound, because I really wanted to focus on those two colors because they're so beautiful. This shade right here, and whoops, this shade right here. So I'm going to be looking this way a lot because I have my mirror set up over here. I finally brought my mirror this time. Props to me. So yeah, let's just get started. Oh, I didn't prime my lids. That's good. It's really good. Well, I guess I'll just use some concealer. I did put foundation over it, but I wanted to prime them a little bit more. So I'm going to put my NYX Above and Beyond Full Coverage Concealer. And I'm just going to set this afterwards because this is a cream. So I'm just going to set this afterwards with a white shade. And this is a really pale shade that I have. The shade that I have is Fair, which I need to get a darker shade, but I can never find it in stock. And I hate paying for shipping. Speaking of which, I just made my first purchase at Makeup Revolution. I'm so excited because I've heard amazing things about that brand. And I've seen swatches, I've seen videos, and I can't wait to get their stuff. So, okay. So I'm going to use the nude palette just for the white shade and probably the transition shade for this, because the Villain palette, I might use like the purple shade to transition, but I just wanted to. Oh, what am I doing? I'm using the wrong brush. I was thinking about transitioning and I picked up the transition brush. So I'm just going to take a fluffy brush from Flower. This is the EO1 brush from Walmart, and I'm just going to pack on. I'm not going to pack it on like crazy. I'm just going to set this cream. What is under my eye? Oh my goodness, like an old eyelash. That was random. It still had like mascara on it and everything, which I don't have any mascara on right now. Or maybe it was a piece of this brush. It might have been. I don't know. Okay, so that's done. So I drug it all the way up to my brow bone because that'll probably just be my highlights. I'll add more later, but yeah. Alright, so I'm going to take, let me see, I'm debating whether I should try even this palette. I think I'm going to take the shade Slumber, which is the first shade out of this palette. God, it's so bright too. I'm sorry, you guys, the lighting's a little bit off, but it's this light lavender shade all the way at the corner of the palette. I'm just going to take it on a big fluffy brush. I just wanted to see how the lavender would be a nice transition for this purpley eye that I'm going to do. It's really pigmented so far, really pretty. And it's seeming to blend really nice. So that's awesome. I'll probably add a little bit more of a mauvey pink tone for the transition just because I love adding that with this kind of look. It's really gonna add some great color to the eyes. And this is just one of the fluffy brushes from my dresslink.com brush set, and I absolutely love it so much. I wish I had purchased the one that was white, but they were out of it at the time, and I really wanted to try this brush set, and this is probably by far the softest brush that I have besides my BH Cosmetics polka dot brushes. They're amazing. So it also came with face brushes, which I really love. So I'm going to take one of the shades from my nude palette. This is just this shade right here. It's a really pretty like mauve tone pink, and I'm just going to add that into the crease. Just to kind of like blend the two transition colors together to kind of give it like a mauve purple smoky effect, I guess. By the way, I haven't like tried out this look before, not that I do my other looks, but I don't know how it's going to turn out, so I guess we will see. But yeah, this color is really pretty. I don't think you guys can tell right now because the lighting sucks, but really gorgeous. So I'm debating whether I should do these with my finger or if I should use these stupid little things. I think I might try it with my finger. The shade Slided, which is the iridescent purple shade that I told you guys about that I want to kind of base this whole look around. It is showing up with the finger really well. That's another trick. Like if you have an eyeshadow that doesn't really show up well, or you just want it to be like ultra pigmented as it is when you swatch it, you can use your finger to kind of put the shade on your lid to kind of pack it on as if it was like a brush. So this shade's really gorgeous. It's so pretty. This reminds me of an Urban Decay shade. I just forget what the shade name is, but it's like a really pretty shade. I think I actually have it in one of my palettes from Urban Decay, and it's beautiful. So I'm just applying this with my ring finger, by the way, if you guys were wondering. And you know what's weird is like once you put this on, God, I hope this is not an overspray. I'm kind of beginning to see, once you take off the first layer of this eyeshadow, it seems to be a light overspray of like sparkle, but I can still see it in the shadow. Like it doesn't look like once you swatch that first layer off, I don't know if you can tell, but it's like the iridescent color comes off, but it's still mixed in with the shadow. It's weird. Like I've seen oversprays before, but I've never seen a product where it looks like it's oversprayed and then it's really not. It's still throughout the product, which is, now it just looks like a matte lavender shade, like when I put it on my finger, but it's not. It's still got that iridescent glow to it from what I can see. This has worked out really well so far. It's really pretty. So, oh, again, I forgot to bring a makeup removing wipe. I swear, sometimes I just want to punch myself. So, alright. Now that I've done that, I'm going to take the little brush that comes with it. It's just like this little eyeshadow brush, fluffy. And I'm going to take the Spellbound shade, which is the darker purple, and it's got like, I don't know if you would say it has like an iridescence or what to it. Wow, that's pretty. Very pigmented. But you just kind of, I'm going to bring it to the outer V of the eye and just kind of blend. Since this is so pigmented, I barely have to tap my brush into the product and it picks up a lot. Like, you might want to like tap off the excess if you're kind of like afraid of like all the fallout and stuff, because this seems to be pretty intense. So I'm going to drag this up a little bit to like the outer crease area. And I'm not going to let it go like past the outer crease. I just want it to stay in that outer crease and just intensify the look this way. So I really like these purple shades. They're really pretty. There was another palette that I had that I wanted to use. I can't remember what it is though. And the thing I like is like I have hazel green eyes, so this is really going to intensify my eyes, my eye color. And then just to go over top of it, they have a deeper shade that's called Bramble at the end. It's the last shade right here. And it's like a really pretty like plum purple. And I'm just going to add that on top to the outer edge just to intensify the look a little bit. And I'm going to keep that again on the outer crease. Sorry if it looks messy because it will for a minute until I clean everything up. But I promise you, it's going to look good. Now I'm going to take my blending brush and with no additional product, I'm just going to go back in and blend these two colors together, but still keeping the deeper shade on the outer part of the crease. I just wanted to blend because it was looking a little bit not blended. I'm going to try and take the same flower brush and I just kind of dusted off the white shade. And I'm just going to take a little bit more of Slided and I'm going to, oh, it does go good. I'm just going to apply it like where I lost it from the transition, where I just blended. It does go good on brushes. I didn't think it did. That's why I used my finger for application. Plus I wanted it a little bit more pigmented. So that's why I did that. Ugh. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with a clean flat brush, I think. Nope, this is not clean. Never mind. Alright, well, I'm going to clean one off then. Like all the color off. This is why I need a makeup removing wipe, but I forgot to bring one, so don't judge me. I'm going to take the shade Vanish, which is a really pretty white shade, but it's kind of like an eggshell white. It's not like a straight white. And I'm going to put this on the brow bone to highlight. It's really pretty. It's different. It's different than what I'm used to. I'm used to like a straight, just white highlight. This is just kind of like a cream. It's really pretty. Okay. So, I really like this brush too. It's nice. Nice quality for what it is. So now I'm going to take some concealer and I'm going to cover up my under eyes. I'm probably going to have to do a part 2 to this video for the face part. Just because life sucks. And my computer sucks. No, I love my computer to death. My boyfriend actually got it for me. But the problem is that it doesn't like, I think it's actually my internet. I don't think it's my computer. That it doesn't really like when I try to upload anything that's longer than 20 minutes. So. How's your guys' weekend going so far? Mine's going pretty decent. I haven't done anything. I haven't gone out of the house. The only thing I went out of the house for this morning was breakfast. We went to Hardee's and it was so good. I haven't had Hardee's in a couple months. It was really good. I love Hardee's. I get their biscuits and gravy. So good. And I also like their chicken biscuit and then I get like American cheese on it. Okay. Dark Circle Concealer. This is the orangey tone that I tell you guys about. And I'm just cleaning up the outer edge of the eye by doing this number here, right? What I do right there. That's how I get the like sharp effect to the end of my eyes. But then if you don't want it like so sharp, what you can do is you can just take your blending brush and with like no product, just kind of go back so that it's not like you just drew a line. You know, it's just kind of like you just take it and you don't have like any color. You want to go in with like a clean blending brush. This one isn't clean, but it doesn't like have any leftover product on it. I just used it, but I just kind of like wiped it off, and then you just want to kind of do that so it's not like a straight line, you know. So all right, so now I'm going to work on the lower lash line. I'm going to take my little polka dot brush. I don't know where the accent came from. And I'm going to take the shade Spellbound, and I'm just going to go right underneath my lash line. Right underneath it. And I'm going to keep this pretty close. I don't want anything too crazy intense smoky. And I'm just going to stop like right where my inner corner is, because I don't want too much color there, because I'm going to put an inner corner highlight. I don't know what I'm going to use, but we're going to find out. I'm such a dork. I don't know where these accents are coming from, but just ignore it. Okay, and then I'm going to go right on top of that and use the shade next to it, the Bramble shade. This is just a little bit deeper purple, like plum shade. Oh gosh, I think I went too low. Oh well, it's okay. Not that bad. I've done worse, done a lot worse. So, oh, I think I know my highlight shade. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a highlight shade. I'm going to use the BH Cosmetics Wild and Radiant palette. I'm actually going to use this for my face today as well, but I want to take a combination of these two shades, these two like champagne-y shades, and I'm going to put them in the inner corner. And to kind of like really highlight that effect, what I'm going to do is take my NYX Dewy Finish setting spray, and I'm actually going to spray my brush. And since these are baked illuminators, I'm going to just intensify the look because I can with like a wet brush. I'm going to make sure it's not too wet because you want to be able to like dig into the product still, if you know what I mean. And I'm just going to take some product and I'm going to take it on the inner corner. Okay, this is pretty, but this is not what I was going for. Automatically, I already know. It's a really pretty champagne, which is going to be gorgeous on the face. However, I wanted more of like a white. So I think I know what I'm going to use. I'm going to use my Beauty Treats Face Contour Palette. And I'm going to use this shade up here. It came with the palette. It's like a white, like literally a white shade with like a ton of shimmer in it. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted. That's much better. Because I want something to just really stand out. I'm gonna make sure it's blended into the eyes and it doesn't just have like a stark crazy highlight. But you still want it to be pretty intense so it's noticeable. And this really just, I love doing this step the most because it really helps accentuate my eyes. I kind of have smaller eyes. Like if I'm not wearing any mascara or anything, everybody asks me why I'm so tired looking. And even if I'm not tired, like it's just literally because I have like smaller eyes. I don't have like a bigger eye, but this is really going to accentuate it. Oh, and guess what? I forgot a liner today. Yeah. Story of my life, right? Every single time I do a video, I always forget something. I wanted to use something in the waterline. I might just have to crawl over there. But, okay. So that's what I like for the inner corner. Now I'm going to take some mascara. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to put my mascara on. And I'm going to put some white eyeliner. Or possibly I might do like black eyeliner on. But I'm going to pause this video or stop the video, and I'm going to, when I come back, I'll have my lashes done and my liner on, and then I will do part 2 of the video. So I will see you guys in just a minute. Stick with me. I hope you guys tune into part 2. Bye.